Alright. This should be okay. Quality doesn't seem too bad, but not too good either. But it doesn't really matter now. I think the latencies might be pretty decent. Okay, so now the latency is like around 6 seconds. Roughly 5 to 6 seconds. I don't think that's too bad now, is it? Right? So, it should be okay. Alright. Welcome back if you're back. Okay. You see how sometimes it's fast and sometimes it's slow? Yeah. Alright. Let's get it going! You have all of these different things. You can place them down like so. Ah, fair enough. Okay. Is it for the house party or? Making sure there's nothing up. Oh, Verity. I'm assuming the latency isn't as bad anymore, right? So I'm gonna do a little countdown. You're gonna say now as soon as I say now, okay? Alright. 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, it's about a 10-second latency. Better than a minute and a half like we had last time. Holy crap. That was horrible. I wasn't expecting to solve that issue right up front. I really wasn't, Mr. Man. Alright. What should we do first? Should we take a look at the track? Or... yeah, let's look at the track. Look at this one over here first. And then after that, we'll take a look at these stems. Hopefully some people will come by then and we can have a little activity time. Okay. Channel in. 2. On this track. Alright. Thank you. Alright, now let's play this one over here. Okay. I took the advice you made last time and used it when mixing my newest songs. Can't wait for you to hear the difference. Still won't allow me to submit my real artist name. Might be character count, special characters, I don't know. So we gotta do something about that. Okay, absence. Absence. Ooh. Alright. Just gonna roll it just in case. Right? Bloody hell, it's so quiet. I'm gonna pause it just real quick because I need to Vichy is my critical ear. And for that, I can't have hair between. Take a look again. Happens. But darling, it's so quiet. You must fix this. The dancing chick. Your performance has improved. Your tracking needs help, but your reverbs are going nice. But you gotta make it louder, dear. Really. I think there's a lot of muddiness, darling. It's really quiet. I'm cranking it up, and when I crank it up, I hear the muddiness. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at what we have so far. I remember that there are times when like the vocals are coming in, but then like we can hear a little bit of hissing from your room. This is what I'm saying. You gotta send me stems. Come on. Alright, you send me stems, we can do something a little interesting. You had like 4 days to send. Well. Okay, first thing we'll take a look at is I don't think you can hear this, right? So make sure that you can. Yeah, you can. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna put a little EQ. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with like the reverbs. The reverbs are actually done. Are you sure, Verite? Because that's a tiny ass waveform. That's really thin. No? Volume is pretty up on Reaper. Are there any normalizations, anything weird going on? Because I would expect a track like this to be like this loud, you know? Maybe, yeah, something is really dipping the crap out of your gain. Yeah, you should really, best friend. No, I'm not saying like, you know, I just mean about like the levels. Otherwise, do a screenshot. Yeah, go for it. Send a screenshot. But I will open it up on, because, alright, let's see. We've got this thing. Now it's louder, huh? I'm just gonna turn down this gain. My interface. Now you hear everything, don't you? When it's a bit louder. Take a look. Does this frequency feel good? I don't know. I don't think so. What if there was a little bit of a dip? Because you don't need that low area for like, I mean, I think that's too much area around this bit. That dance we had at Chick-fil-A for daughters and dads. What about the times I sat on your bed? Yeah, there's also that harshness of the piano. It's almost distorting around this region, I think around the left ear. That's like, if you play it from here. Can you hear that piano? Right? And the reason why I think that's happening is because, what do you call it? There's like a compressor or something. Fiona? Do you want to get in call and you can just show me like that? Verite. How about we do a Discord call, like, on the stream? Hmm. How does that sound? Alright. Alright. I will ring you now. Jesus. Okay. Do. Hiya, Verity.
Hopefully there won't be any echoing.
Okay. Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
Can
you're.
you? Oh, there.
Yeah, you're live. I hear you.
Oh wow, the latency is terrible.
Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. All right. So now you can hear me. Do you want to screen share real quick, and we can take a look at what? You also hear yourself on the stream? Like, are you coming through?
Yeah.
What? You also hear yourself on the stream? Yeah. Okay. Definitely can. Coming.
Let me change the. Okay.
You also hear yourself on the stream? Yeah. Okay. Definitely can.
It is what it
Coming.
is. But do you see my screen now?
Yeah, I see it. You also hear yourself on the stream? Yeah. Okay. Definitely can. God damn it! This freaking feedback loop. 1 second.
But do you see my screen now?
Yeah, I see it. You also hear yourself on the stream? Yeah. Okay. Can you just like? Definitely can. God damn it! This freaking feedback loop. Can you
It's. I can hear the loop.
Okay, this is trippy as balls. Okay. So,
It's. I can.
you hear me on Discord now, right? I am coming through.
Yeah, I think like I'm hearing multiple of you, and like one of you is repeating. Yes, this, I think so.
You wanna like mute the stream?
You know what? That's probably a good idea because then I can actually know what the heck is happening.
Yeah, that's that's big brain. Go.
Okay, that's so much better.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, now we can just focus, right? Oh no, no, that's the forbidden word. Sorry. Don't buy a Focusrite, anyone. Yeah, stay.
Oh my gosh. Like I used to.
Do you have like the
You see
final
volumes,
export?
right? You see
Yeah, I see all the volumes.
the no-
Um,
Yeah, this is the same one that I exported and sent to you.
um,
There hasn't been any changes to it.
I see the faders, they be fine. But then, like, if you drag your file in the file program, does the waveform look really thin and small?
Well, the one I sent you is this one, which is the rendered version of it.
Yeah.
It's not this one.
Can you drag it into the price? Okay.
But this is it's on the song. This is the one, the tab. I just have a whole bunch of other songs.
Okay. You want to drag that in real quick? Like, anywhere? Like, we could just have to look at the waveform.
Like if I just render it again.
No, no, no. That file that you've already rendered, Verity, the one that you just showed me, the one that you said that you open that up and drag that in to Reaper, to like an empty audio track.
Okay, now I see what you're saying.
Totally fine too. Honestly, yeah, just drag it in there. You see how that's like low-key kind of tiny? So go on to your other track, Absence. Look cool that in Reaper. And if you press play, you should see the.
Pause.
You can see like the decibels that's gonna be at the left hand side. Press play on the master fader.
Yeah, I have this on it right now for compression.
You have a DSer on your master. You have two
Right
DSs on
now.
your master.
Yeah, because I was trying to help with some of those like S and consonant sounds that were just a bit harsh to me.
Where? Okay, pause.
But I can remove them.
All right. Well, let's take a look. Right. Um, if we're taking a look at the what's it called? De-essing. I wonder what gives you the de-essing. Like, I mean, the S's. I mean, do you reckon like the piano has a lot of S's, or like the drums maybe has a lot of S's?
No, just my singing in general.
Oh, wait,
Like
is this on
my
your?
mic really picks it up. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't
Yeah, I
think
did
like
it on the
the
master track 'cause even though I did it on the vocal tracks, I felt like it still needed more, so I put it on the master too.
do you see how that would affecting the S's of not the S's, but like the high frequency, the other instruments that you have might be giving you. So think about it this way. What is
I
it?
mean, I can try removing them.
Yeah, I mean, or you could just deactivate them for now. Take a look. And you also have like a Punkatronic Teletronics. Okay, so you have
Yeah, I've
that.
got
How much
different
reduction is that doing? Take a look if you press on the. Don't move that yet. Okay, good. It's just like if there is anything, it'd be really subtle. It's just for like tone. Um.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip it to here just because that's where the words are. Do you hear it better though now?
Yeah.
For daughters and dads, what about the times I sat on
What's on your piano?
watched you play your games for just
What's
one
on?
chance?
Nothing actually.
Oh, could you solo the piano?
Is this? Yeah, 'cause this should be the piano. I don't have anything on the piano, but I do have stuff on some of my other instruments.
Why does it sound so trash? It's Looperman. It shouldn't be horrible. Um. Let's see. What's on your master? Turn off everything that this is
It is
connected. Like,
kind of muddy though.
sorry.
Just just turn off all the stuff on the master.
Yeah, just turn off everything on the master. Let's see what's going on. What is the loop actually like?
Do
Could
you
you?
want the piano still soloed, or do you want?
Yeah, just piano solo. Could you send me that piano real quick? Like the WAV file. Just drop it into. Download it and see.
Let me see what this one's called.
I think you can just locate them. Hey, one of those. I think it's that second one. Guitar. We saw it earlier though, right?
Well, it wasn't saying piano though. Piano.
Oh, I thought it did.
You know what? I have it
There's
on
a
a very
Brazilian
limited
piano
volume
thing,
though.
right?
It's kind of different here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's this
that
one.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That way I can see what the raw file is
doesn't
supposed.
show your.
So while that 2.5 megabyte file starts sending over.
Tries
Hey, it's getting there.
with my
Like,
slow internet.
yeah, it'll be interesting.
But yeah, it is kind of muddy,
I think it might be because of the
like
stuff
the
that you.
piano specific.
I mean, it might be a lot of the stuff that you have. Let's look through your other things, right? I mean, sending me this group now. Another minute. But while that's happening, let's see what's going on. So let's play solo on that piano again. Your program.
All right. Yeah, and I took off the effects on the master too. So it will
Yes.
just be the piano.
Awesome. And the piano's not going through any buses, nothing like that.
Nope.
Why does it sound so whack? Okay, I've got the file. Alright, pause it. I've got the file. I have to just check this out now. Because it can't be that bad. If it is, then I think I would never recommend Looperman. But I doubt it's done. You gotta have quality checks.
Looperman
Right?
has a variety of qualities, for different tracks.
I struggle
You
finding
find all
bad
kind of
things on.
stuff on there.
The thing is that Splicers has a horrible business model. Otherwise, I struggle finding bad quality. But their business model. Let me see. So we have. Oh, I think this is very freaking resonant. Already, I can tell.
See, that's how you know you're a pro, because you can just look at it and see.
Hmm. No. I'm not that pro. I had to play it for like 1.3 seconds. But what I can do is, oh, I should probably stream so you can see, which is
Well, I'm
ironic.
watching the YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at the latency. It's
All
kinda
right.
funny.
All right. That's a shot. So let me see what we have. Like those are really harsh freaking resonance. Normally I would just do something like this, where with like a little bit of spectral EQing. Maybe a little bit over here as well. What that's gonna do is just dip like the harsh resonant things. And bring back some muddiness.
Yeah, 'cause
Yes,
I
a little.
don't hate some of the muddiness. Like, I feel like it kind of fits, it just gives a certain, vibe.
You never want muddiness. You never ever want muddy. If you want something like that, then you want warmth. So, muddiness means that there's too much of it, right? So basically, if you like this type of sound, and this is exactly the sound that you were going for, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be, then in that case, it's muddy. It's warm, right? It's resonant, but it's warm. You know what I mean? Like, muddiness is a relative term, right?
I mean,
It's
I was
like,
just thinking,
sorry?
oh, I like the vibe that I was trying to go for is like melancholy,
Mm.
like gray. Makes you think of the color gray.
Yeah, right now it's really colored, right? You have like a lot of the sharpness. For colored gray, I mean,
Because it's a sad song, It's about my dad who's dead, um, and just like wishing that he had. This sounds so bad. Like, I don't know, paid more attention to me. Um, yeah,
it's
he was
kind of one
very
of those.
absent. Like, he was physically present, but he wasn't really present.
it's one of those things that kind of just like carry with you. And in that kind of situation, also like that mix
Yeah.
what happened because the connotations very melancholy based on what you actually said, that like um we're just passing through
A rainy
this
day.
yeah passing through this sadness, passing
Yeah.
through this hazed out life of this almost emotional trauma, you know, and that's just kind of like sticking by and you're just passing through.
Yeah.
I think that you know, something like that is if we have a lot of resonance, that connotes to more pain or stinging, but it's like actually right up there, getting up to yanking that is an aggressive angry man, like an aggression. So having resonance, it's got to be. If we have like everything relatively flat, it's easy to ride along. Dead-eyed, burned out, melancholy, but just traversing this rain of. So there's aggression with resonance. We can tame that. So show you really quickly done by removing resonance and what that allows your vocals to. So we have a little bit of. Did you hear that? A lot more removed.
Hold on. I gotta.
Oh, do you want me to stream it? I should.
Yeah, that might be better because otherwise I have to like try to listen to it quickly with the latency.
Yeah. Take a look over here. We have this. Compared to. So that's coming off a little sharp. This one sits a little better, right? But all that mud and all that stuff is over here when we turn it off, but then. Now here's the thing, what we can do. Once we've tamed a little bit of this, we can bring back some of that low mids to bring that back up, but we shelve it. We get rid of the resonances, the harshness, and all that weirdness, and then after that, we can bring that back up. You know what I mean? Hi, Frenzo. Welcome to the stream. So let's do that now, right? Now we got some of that depth back, but it's controlled. We decided how much. We removed the resonances, but we, you know, by being surgical with it, but we brought the overall thing up as a way to side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, we can do a lot of that stuff. I mean, if you don't have a spectral type of EQ, you don't need that. You can just, you know, get like a simple single band type of thing for like certain frequency. Like, oh, that one's harsh, right? And this area is a hella muddy. So we can just dip that a little bit like so. So we're having stuff over here too. These are some primary notes. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, yo, I made a beat on the Big Pun acapella. Yeah, go for it. Send it, man. Send it. We just tame some of these harshnesses. Some of this harshness. And you get a nice. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna export this, and I want you to make a, while I'm doing this, what I want you to do is make a copy of your project file so you can make changes and adds and edits and stuff like that, you know? I'm gonna send you this loop with a little bit of an EQ done to it, and then I want you to put this on instead and see how different it might be.
Okay.
I'm gonna send this to you right now. Yeah, oh, by the way, if you want to do a track submission, there's a link right over there. Tracktrain.com/hp/witchmagic. No, please feel encouraged to put stuff over there. AWOL. Okay. I think people are just submitting like after the stream has started. I think. Do you know what I think this is? There's like people coming up just like and then like doing the homework as they walk into the classroom. Like it's like submitting. You know. Oh man.
Yeah, I can't say I never did that. Or like right at the beginning of class when you sit down and you're trying to like get it all done before your teacher collects.
Oh yeah, those are the memory brain. But you see the difference, right? In terms of loudness. Then this freaking brick. Oh my. Alright, friends. I want to see like what can I do with the mix. Frenzo, I'll do you one better. How about you send me stems? Or, you send me the file, or just send me some stems. Do you want that? Go ahead, send me some stems, homie. Maybe we can open them up on here. Alright, let's see. Do you still have the thing open, Verity?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm just making a copy like you said to do.
Hell yeah. That way we don't destructive set by accident. Good time.
Trying to download the file that you just sent me. Give me a second.
Not FLP, stems, homie. I have FL, but I won't. I'm gonna the FLP. Send stems. Gotta do. Let's see what we have. Take a look at this track real quick. Okay. Loop's gone in a minute.
Shit was sweet, now you can't sleep. Gotta keep your eyes open wide and hide your face from the streets. I'm like the beast with a warrant, far from a Norman. Gave you fair warning, now you understand swollen. I'm calling out any rapper that I doubt. Smack him in the mouth, throw him in the yoke, boom, then I knock him out.
The beat goes hard, but you cocked up the vocals. The vocals have a lot of high end with no depth. Like even his vocal layers are just gone, right? So I would just say, like, okay, I'll show you what I mean. I'll quickly open this up over here. You have like this thing. This is where the vocal is standing, bro. The vocal's up here. You've cut off his fundamental. Like, you cut off everything of his voice. Below 350 hertz, he's a man. He's a grown-ass man with like a really deep voice, bro. Don't cut that off. It's like you castrated him. Yeah, you don't cut that low. I mean, that high up, you know? You need some of his vocals to come back. I would say that. In fact, yeah, send me the stems. Let's see what we can do. Verity, how's the stuff going over there? Good?
Yeah, so I put the track into the copy, and I'm just trying to make sure like the volume's straight because it was kind of like quiet. So I was turning it up to make sure that it was a good match for the vocals, because otherwise it was just completely getting drowned out.
Ah, I see. Yeah, we dipped some areas. Hopefully we dipped around 120 hertz, because that's really messy over there. Yeah. After that we should be able to. Alright, in the meantime, before we take a look at these stems. Oh guys, I want to do something really fun with you guys. Frenzo and Warm and Verity. I want to do something with you guys today called a mix along. I just want to try out this little event, you know, with each other. And if it turns out good, we could have a lot of fun with this in the future. I think we'll have a laugh. So what the mix along is gonna be is I'm gonna get stems from one of you guys, and the way we're gonna mix it is you guys are gonna be like, I'm gonna go up to you guys and be like, all right guys, what are we mixing next? What is the next thing that we're gonna do? And then after that, I am just gonna fucking copy what you guys tell me. If you guys say, hey, fix this little thing on the piano, there's something wrong, or hey, do this thing, or start working on the kicks, or hey, you know, tame the high end, or whatever the hell you say. If it's not specific, I'm gonna be like the chat GPT. Yeah. And you're just gonna prompt me with things, and I'm gonna see, like, you know, if I can understand you guys clearly enough. I have a feeling that a lot of you guys are gonna do some really stupid shit, because there's gonna be quite a few new people. And you know what I think? I think you're gonna be one of those people that are gonna be like, oh yeah, first things first, get the vocals to sound great. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, we gotta do the track before we do the vocals, right? But sure, I guess we'll go with it, right? See how that turns out. So, yeah. I want to give that a shot. I think that'd be a really fun thing to do. Sorry?
I said that sounds exciting.
Hell yeah! I think we'd have a great time with it. No lie. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Alright, so looked at the boom bap one. Good job on the beat with the boom bap. Good job. Really good beat. Vocals. Hey, that's all I gotta say. Proud of you. We got Warm. Come up with another project. Ooh. Send them to I swear to God, no one reads. Ooh. But open up. And I'll just link like last part. You guys feel that the link that we have massively written on how to submit, like, is that okay? Like, do you reckon people get it easily? Or should I be doing pins? Okay, so no. Alright. So when you send the stems over, I should be able to just download them. Going into my where's the music? Alright. I'm gonna install this real quick. Email. Alright, my inbox is here. It's waiting for your submission, homie. Alright. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at the low volume issue. I don't know why you guys are getting quiet. Verity, do you want to send me the file? The one you know, the raw thing and start doing it through track train real quick? I see it's
Like,
playing by the
whole
pool.
track?
Yeah,
Or-
just the file that you. By the way, I wasn't playing like a submit,
if
playing
it,
background. Sorry.
is that your email that's right there? The NM
Yeah.
at musicandaudio.co? Okay. I
Yes,
can try to do
ma'am.
that and see if it works.
Oh, you don't have to send it there. You can just send it in DMs. I was speaking to Frenzo.
I just don't know if it's gonna send.
Oh, okay.
Discord has limits. But I try it.
Okay. However you see it. Frenzo.
I should send you the copy. I'm assuming.
The copy. Yeah, just the thing that you uploaded to Backtrain. Gotta give me access. Alright, let me take a look at Warm real quick. Okay, I like this little loop. Okay. Okay, Warm, I will say one thing. Today, I can see that you have leveled up. Yeah, this is a level up because you're on key now. You're actually on freaking key, dude. Congratulations. Holy crap. Yeah, this is actually in key now. It's using weird notes, but it's in key. And it's feeling a lot more cohesive than I would have expected. Yeah, a massive improvement. This is nice. Alternative arrangement. And that only comes in once though, right at the end. Yeah, it's an improvement. It certainly is a massive improvement. Key-wise, you're good. Melodies, try to make them a bit cooler. But, you went from your, tonal harmonic and all that stuff from like freaking 1 out of, like maybe 2 out of 10 to like straight up like 5. That's a major upgrade. That's a big upgrade. Honestly. Yeah. That's a massive deal. Being in key really helps, doesn't it? Makes things a little bit more cohesive. I'd just say like the reason why I would say like, keep an eye out for certain stuff is because like over here, this part sounds good, right? Okay. This is good already. This whole loop is pretty cool. Really awesome loop. Cool. Okay, this is nice too. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Then they got like right. So this thing like your motif could have been dun 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 dun, It would have kept it a little simple. Fair enough, a little too simple, but it would have been a motif. Would have stuck by. But when you went down this route, you went na, 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 na. The reason why I would say that's a bit strange is it sounds like it's supposed to be, I don't know if it might even be the what if it was a different instrument? That sound like it was something with the what's going on here? Why am I baffled by such a simple melody? I think I know what the problem is. Oh, it's because it's slightly different from what we heard in the beginning. And da, da, right? This one. Da, da, oh, da, it went different, right? Yeah. So what we were expecting, what that instrument to do later on, it sounded like it was going to carry a new narrative. The first one was a foreshadowing, when the second one felt a bit like, okay, da, na, and it's gonna go into like a different mode, like a different solo, a different melody, like a different, like narrative. I think that's what happened. Yeah, that's why that felt a bit weird, because it's the same instrument. You'd expect it to come back, especially in hip hop. You're expecting something. But yeah. Hey, Bram, good to see you, homie. Ha. Yeah. I mean, we didn't do any promotion for this one, so your account's a little. But it's a nice little community. Been having a lot of fun. Warm has been improving. Like this time, his track's in key. It's actually in key, and also another thing, his rhythms are a lot more consistent. Oh yeah. Consistent rhythm. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would say is what would I say? We're not gonna go into like production stuff like compression and all that stuff just yet. Maybe another time. We're gonna first work on your arrangement. I appreciate that you're using legatos, bends, and all that stuff. That's okay. It flips back to the. I love that you cut that little belt on the kick. Maybe he needs a kick, or like a punchier 808. Right now there aren't any kicks, right? And what about your snares? Your snare to hat pattern is actually pretty decent. I think snare to hat, like those two are going really nicely together. Get some kicks in there. Bring those snares a little forward. Bring your drums forward. Come up. Yeah. If you really make him come forward, you'll see that if there's too many kicks, might be too much information. Yeah, good job, Warm. Good job. Take a look at the next one, which is, oh right, I got sent stems, didn't I? Download now. Oh yeah, well I mean, whatever you have. You don't have to send beats, by the way. It can be any song you've written. I don't look at just mixing and mastering. I take a look at production or even just like lyrics, songwriting, vocal performance, everything like that. I take a look at everything. So whatever you want to send over, man, I'm happy to take that one warning that we all, in that one in raw. I did actually purchase a license on. I'm gonna make a new folder. Right. Just something that works temporarily. Alright, cool. We have like a bunch of different things over here. Final edit, pattern 1. I hope to God these are proper stems. Please make sure, please. Oh God, this has been recording a while. Right. I really hope you've sent proper stems, Mr. Mayan. I really do. Really be grateful for them stems so we can do something. I'm gonna beat. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, stick around. We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. So, I was just sent stems over by Frenzo. Let's see what we've got going on. This man over here. It's a short beat. This project's getting pretty large, isn't it? Because we're dragging so much. So, the reason I use this program, I mean, honestly, you could use anything. Use Cubase, Reaper, whatever the hell you want. The reason I use this one, it's good for like fast things, if you want to get things done really quickly and get ideas down like this, right? So, like, I'll just group these. That's like one beat. Then we don't need pattern 1. I think that's not even a stem. That's alright. So these two tracks have absolutely nothing on them. How do I check? I'll just amplify. Anything else that's empty? Nope. Okay. Now, these tracks don't have, like, what's a kick, what's a snare, nothing like that on there. So we're gonna have to figure this out. Let's see. 808. What's this one here? Alright, kick. Alright, what is this one? Rev kick. And then this one here. Kick top. Alright. And this one here. Hats. Alright, what's the next one? Snare. This one's probably hats. Oh. Counter snare. Alright, what's the next one? Perk 1. I'm not even gonna name. It's just everything has such a specific name. Oh god, you can't even see the thing. If I can minimize this. Here we go. Alright, perk 1. Next. What's that? Shuffle. You see? I'm gonna call this polyphonic loop. Right. Poly high. We'll call this one poly low. This one is stab. Or hit. Whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it a stab. The kit sample. What is this? This one here is drum fill. Great! Now we have named every single one of these. So this is when I would go out for a smoke, take a little break. Don't name things, I just make anything that comes to mind. The reason why we name it is so that we can like have a much easier time organizing. You know, that's literally all it is. Don't worry about it. Is this the vocal? Ow! Tinny ass vocals. There we go. Tinny ass vocals. That's exactly what that. Alright. First thing I would do is just make it so that these vocals do not kill me. Holy. Bro, I don't know why. This thing has more tin than a freaking. I don't know. RuneScape copper mine. One sec. Let's get this down over. Ah, that's bright.
All shit was sweet, now you can't sleep. Gotta keep your eyes open wide and hide your face from the streets. I'm like the beast with a warrant, far from alarming. Gave you fair warning, now you wanna stand squalling. I'm calling out any rapper that I doubt. Smack him in the mouth, throw him in the yoke, boom, then I know.
Alright, we're getting somewhere. Vocals are sounding a little better. Alright. So we have.
Shit was sweet, now you can't sleep. Gotta keep your eyes open wide and hide your face from the streets. I'm like the beast with a warrant, far from alarming. Gave you fair warning, now you wanna stand squalling. I'm calling out any rapper that I doubt. Smack him in the mouth, throw him in the yoke, boom, then I knock him out. No doubt, Freddie Fox fouls, 20 shot.
Alright, so we can hear like a little bit of difference already.
All shit was sweet, now you can't sleep. Gotta keep your eyes open wide and.
Oh, this is an extracted acapella. Yeah, you do not want to get a lot of it from. Alright, yeah, that's gonna lead to it. So I'm just gonna leave that is. What do we have here? We have the 808 kick. I'm gonna organize these a bit. Snare, counter snare, hats, perk. Alright, shuffle. Alright. You're trying to go for boom bap. I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice, right? When it comes to boom bap, it's like inversed. You have like a lot of high end in contemporary trap music. What you have is basically like a lot of the high end being like really wide because they want to like show clarity and emphasize for the connotations of production quality. With widened clarity and width. Whereas with the 90s, which was the original way, it was basically a lot more, low end had a lot of width and boominess. All that stuff was wide, but the things like hi-hats and stuff were right in the middle, So that was the whole point of, that was the original way. Nothing wrong with the original, but the thing is, the new method is more of a contrarianism to what was done before, because that was seen as too gritty. So people decided, I'm gonna try making trap music as well, and I'm gonna, or hip hop as well. And even though that was boom bap doing boom bap things, they're gonna go a little bit more high end, right? So their way to be contrarian against those conventions, flip it, or that high end stuff widened, of keeping it in the lower area. So we're going to try doing exactly what the original stuff was. Yeah, let's take a look at that, right? So we have our kicks, snares, hats, perks, shuffle, poly low, poly high. We have a few stabs over here. Let's take a look at what the stabs were doing again. Alright. Fine. I'm going to put that over here because it's just more like a perk thing. Hit sample. Okay, I'm going to put that right next to. These are rhythmic things. You can call these basically. So what I'm gonna do is first thing I'm gonna do is get those freaking drums in. Make those drums hit hard though. All right, I get the main drums, which are gonna be these here. Things to do with the kicks and snares mostly. So we have like a. Alright, we have this reverse kick. Alright, so basically there's nothing really inherently different about the kick and the reverse kick. And the thing is, they're not really overlapping, so I don't really think I care much about it. Sure, whatever. We're fine with that, right? So I'm just gonna treat these two as one thing. This is the top of the kick. So what I'm going to do is just take a look at these two. I'm just trying to see, right, by doing this, I'm trying to see what this kick top is really even contributing. So I'm just gonna like loop a little thing consistently. Gonna listen, turn it on and off, and compare. What it's giving me is that this one's adding a little bit of high end and stuff like that. The knock, hard knock, hard knock. All right. All right. So right now we're clipping up above Oblivion, right? We're already at 3.49. You can see the little peak over here. We're gonna humble things. Shame in that, right? Pick top next, and I'm gonna group them for now, just for now, because I'm just trying to do a quick mix, right? Just I can do ability and just down to my reduce it by the amount that it's clipping by, minus 3.49, and then on top of that I'm gonna do another minus 6, because you know, let's be a little humble, so that we know. Welcome back, Verity. All right, yeah, the kick is for the high ends, absolutely. This is what it sounds like when it's not freaking blowing up our speaker, right? So alright, so what's actually being contributed here, right? So one thing we can check is see if like we're getting if we flip the polarity, do we get a difference? Yeah, no, I like the polarity flip. Polarity flip, I'm just like I'm making sure that I'm happy with the eyes. Alright, great. Then we have a rev kick. I need to just make a preset for the minus 6, honestly. Alright. Great. Add the snare in. And we're gonna make sure the snare feels good relative to that kick. I'd probably dip that. Maybe not that much. I'd maybe even put like a little bit of a saturation or a clipper on it, just so that we can get that crunch to come in a little harder. But let's see what the counter snare is first. Alright. Okay, I see the purpose of this counter snare, so I'm gonna try to enhance that purpose. I know that there's supposed to be a contrasting high. This is what I'm expecting. A little bit of a contrast between the boom tung tang, boom tung tang, and something boom tung tang. It's like a little higher up. Okay, you got these hats, but what if we monoed this? Right? We made it mono. It's not going all over the place, fair enough. For now. Alright, and then alright, let's get some perks in. Alright. It's a little quiet. I didn't even hear that before. So what we're gonna do is just gain this up and then pan it a little bit to the left. Because the reason I'm panning it to the left and not the right is because I was feeling a lot of energy in my right ear when I was listening to all of that. So I'm just like moving it to the left. What I mean by energy is that there's a lot more transient details on my right. There was a lot of, I mean, I was just feeling that. I think it was because of the rotation of the counter snap. I felt a little bit like there was a misbalance. So putting that here. All right, let's take a look. Right? You know, we got a little bit more. All we did was basic mixing, barely any EQ. The only reason I added the EQ was to give that contrast to that other thing that we were doing. We add the shuffle. I feel a certain area. Somewhere around here. This feels good, right? This area. Right? Now every element, you've noticed how in one area I increased this thing up here somewhere, like by doing a bell. In one area, and in that same area I reduced like this area, and then on another area I boosted. So basically I'm frequency like masking. I'm boosting certain areas of specific points in order to make it so that everything kind of has its own space. You imagine like the frequency spectrum in your head when you're listening to things. But not like actually physically. You could if you want. I don't know. But with me, it's like I'm thinking of it like, okay, I have all of these spaces that I can occupy. Am I using the ones that I like in a creative fashion? Think of it like that, and I think you'll be able to like, oh yeah, like this would fit if I boosted it over here. So yeah, I mean, should do some good shit in 30 minutes. Let's see what else we've got. I would say this thing can be wide because if we're talking boom bap, they did some corny ass shit back in the day. But that corny stuff was cool because it was given attitude. So I'm gonna give it a bit of width. They thought this was cool, right? So you can add that. Give it a little bit of drama by increasing this. You know? It gives it a little bit of attitude, a little bit of drama, a little bit of like, yo, we're raging. Okay, the first thing I'm thinking is can it be reduced? The first thing that comes up to my mind is can it be reduced? And that's, let's start with that. First thing I'm gonna do is just crap out of it and see if does still sound clean? Does still sound nice and wide? Have we given everything the space it deserves? What about this? Nah, this one's sounding a bit saucy. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna grab these two, put them over here and mix them together. Right? You only need this and this together now. So this one is giving us this. But then this one over here is giving us this. Seems to be a little bit of an overlap, right? So since they're like taking up so much of the same shit, this is like, oh wait, Since this is basically like an octave higher, I think. Turn this up. Okay. So this one was comforting. This one was nice. What about this? We don't want... I don't want these two to be clashing. You know what I mean? I don't want them to clash too much. I'm gonna probably cut out a lot of this area. Now we still have the beautiful textures, the lower one with the melody that we enjoyed, but then now we've also brought that high stuff back in, but in a way that it kind of works, right? If we want to give it even further separation, we can widen this higher one. But before I do that, I'm going to obviously make a new one. Every tool for a certain reason. So this one can just be there to take up that space a little. You know? You see how different that sounds now? So if we take a look at all of these together. So guys, it doesn't matter whether you're making hip-hop, trap, R&B, whatever the hell you're doing. All I'm trying to say is the same thing I've been trying to say from the beginning. You may have noticed when I did the drums, you imagine the frequency area, right? And there's so many other places that you can... You have places that you can place things, you know? Like, if you walk into your room, you have like a table, a desk, or whatever, you can place things there. Now, you have the same thing when it comes to this music stuff. It's like, you have a frequency spectrum from low end to high end, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. There's loads of places you can fit things block-wise in that. Not only can you do that, but you can also make it so that, you know this block? How about this? Rotate this block like that, so it's now this way, and I duplicate that. Now you have two of these. One's your left channel, one's your right channel. You want to take a look at it in a even more interesting way? Rotate it like this and make a cross like that. Now you are able to see it as your mids, like everything that's common between the middle, and your sides, which is all the widened area and all that stuff. So this is this placement. There's so many places you can get sounds to be localized. Even if it's just like a slight boost in one region, and then another instrument is like another boost in another region. That already is going to give you a lot of beautiful contrast between the two elements, right? So this is a little technique. Let's see what we have so far, right? I'll turn off the vocal. Alright. Oh, I forgot to turn this one down, didn't I? This is way too loud now. I was like, why is that sounding so whack? -6. And these ones haven't even turned down yet. I gotta do that too. Yeah, I gotta turn them all down by one, right? Because that way we can see what we have. Turn off everything. Start from here. Let's start from one point. I was happy with the drums. Like the drums sound. That goes hard. And it's not even clipping. Now that's one thing at a time. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of a gate to that with this perk, but we'll come to that another time. This is already a nice choice. Sample. I'm gonna dip a few things out. I'm gonna make it feel a little bit uneasy. I'm gonna give it a little bit of that weirdness. When we dip this too much, we get this certain weirdness. where it feels a little thin, but not really, but it's still taking something. But it gives it that type of weirdness, kind of gives it a production quality that we can't really always explain. So let's see what we have. I'll probably turn the shuffle a little bit down. Maybe be that low. -3. Alright. Take a look at the stab. A little loud. There we go. Perfect. Now this feels a little loud. Give it a -4 over here too, just for consistency. And I haven't even used side chaining, by the way. This is just basic, you know? And yeah. Now the thing is, another thing we can do is add things like sidechain. We can add like, you know, something that, you know, to like kind of make it sound like the track is so freaking heavy that like is ducking things down, right? Go to is basically kicks, right? I'm taking the signal from the kicks and this polyload thing. Okay. So it's kind of giving a little bit of a, it's like a slower attack, I mean slower release time. To kind of make it feel like it's kind of doing something. But it might feel a little bit too tense. I'm gonna loosen up that threshold a little bit. What do we have with the this doesn't need any work. Put it. What does it sound like if we put it here? Yeah, a lot of the times it's just experimenting, right? What if we exaggerate? Okay. It's not necessary. We can add like a mild amount. Yeah, really, we don't need it for this, and we don't need it for the snap. We don't need it for this. I don't even think we need it for the 808. In all honesty, like we don't need it for a lot of these things. We can put it for the shuffle, like all the things that we can kind of dip out a little. We don't need it for the poly highs. They're not even like connecting. What's this drum fill? Oh, we don't. Okay, cool. Let's see what we have. You know? Right? So yeah, you can do like things like that. And it kind of makes everything sound a little bit more. But you know what you can also do? Now we can talk about getting the kicks to be a bit wide feeling, right? So let's do something. You have like a kick top over here. Smart guy. There's a lot of ways. What I like to do for rap stuff, maybe get a reverb on the kicks. I know people are gonna be like, what are you doing? You should know about a reverb on low end. Oh my god. Well, it's okay. Sorry. There we go. Got, you see the boom? There we go. We can even put this on the main groove. Main kick. Now, I don't like to do reverbs on top of things. I always feel that reverbs should parallel. This is exactly why. So I'm going to turn this down and just have a dry signal. There we go. You have a nice wide kick. Now you can do something like this. Now I would think that a real freaking boom bap artist with a little bit of grit, with some freaking hard freaking beats, would care about a fundamental in his snare. That's where the attitude is. Where is that? Dar, dar. Where is that? Okay, I'm gonna just reduce this. Hope to God this is what it is. Alright, now that we have this, add a bit of compression. Maybe like an 1176. These go really nice if we do it parallel with the snare. So if we get a, you know, just parallel, get something tight. So the way parallel compression works, or New York style compression, isn't it interesting that it's called New York style compression? Brooklyn, boom bap, you know. So we're gonna do basically that, right? And what that means is we have an 1176. And we will crank the living shit out of the signal and make sure we don't deafen ourselves in the process. An 1176 is a field emitting transistor compression. It's basically when it you have different basically floodgates of how much signal is going to go through. So your signal is going to go through different resistors and stuff like that. And basically, the way the circuit works is when you click on these ratio buttons, they're not actually ratio. They're more like how much signal is how much is that signal being amplified by. And by the signal that's being amplified is a signal that is going to reduce your actual signal. You know? I made a video on it. You can check it out. Whole other thing. You can do fast attack or even like a slow attack if you want some transients to come through. So this is your snare now. Slam all of them. Alright. Once we've slammed it all. Right, once we've completely freaking butchered the crap out of that snare. Then what we do is we turn it off and turn the signal down to 0. And then, actually let's make it look prettier. So let's do it like this. And then turn this one up. We have parallel compression going through, right? Anyways, here we go. Oh. But you see how the snare you chose is like low-key kind of whack? But if you chose a good snare, that would have sounded good. But you can hear in the production that it's louder, clearer, like coming through hard, right? Yes, it was your voice, Verity. I forgot to... yeah. Now we can turn them both down slightly. And are we even clipping? You sent me normalized stems, but we're not clipping, right? After that, we can do some stereo busing. People call it mastering. I don't think it's mastering. I'll kid ourselves. Stereo busing. And then now let's take a look at your vocal, right? Final. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. We'll be really fast with it. All right. First thing we did was give some attitude to your voice. So we went from something like, yeah. Turn this down by 6 decibels, just in. Turn it on. You tell me. This is what it was. This is what we made it. You can make this much better than I can, dude. But the reason why, you know, it's not is because you just cut it. So I can't boost it nicer, right? If you didn't cut it or did whatever, there'd actually be something to boost it. But hey, we can see what would happen if we, you know, yeah, the vocal gets depth. Now you can't sleep, gotta keep your eyes open wide and hide your face from the streets. I'm like the beast with a warrant, far from a Norman, gave you fair warning, now you want. Now let's do a comparison, shall we? Before and after. That'll be fun. Oh, great. Alright, cool. I can just move these stems over there and we'll do a little comparison. Okay, so this is what you started with, alright? Thanks for... Alright. This is what... Into... Oh wait, hold on. This one had something else on it once. There we go. You can't sleep, gotta keep your eyes open wide and hide your face from the streets. I'm like the beast with a warrant, far from a Norman, gave you fair warning. Now you throw in the yoke, boom, then I knock him out. No doubt, 35 fouls, 20 shot, auto Glock plow. Many black Puerto rock style, with a twist of black in the brow. Auto Glock plow, many black Puerto rock style, with a twist of black in the brow. Twist your cap in the mouth, sleep with the fish, itch for yapping too loud. What's happening now? Niggas, the squad is real and holds it down the hardest, regardless, what size of the largest. Alright, so hopefully, you know, that was a little, useful little lesson. Yeah, no, that wasn't, that's not his vocal, I think. I think he just got... Hopefully, you know, you can hear the depth in the vocals, you can hear the beat come through a little harder, you can hear, like, less tinniness, you know, I'm sure you can hear it, surely. Roll quick. I wish I could sync these tracks up. Okay, so this is where the... Here. Oh, be in sync. Sorry, I should have done this before. Now you can't sleep, gotta keep your eyes open wide and hide your face from the streets. I'm like the beast with a warrant, far from a Norman, gave you warning, now you understand swollen. I'm calling out any rapper that I doubt, smack him in the mouth, throw him in the yoke, boom, then I knock him out. No doubt, 35 fouls, 20 shot. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, my pleasure, man. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to be a little patient with me, okay? I'm gonna quickly go for a smoke. And then we'll take a look at another track. But this time, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a little bit of a mix along. I want you guys, all right, to actually, when I come back, we're gonna do a mix along, okay? And what I mean by mix along is, I'm gonna take a look at another track, and we are going to... You guys are going to mix it. I'm just going to listen to what you guys tell me to do. Alright? That's all I'm going to do. You guys tell me what to do. Right? And I'm going to see... And the reason I think that this would be a good idea, right, is because of a variety of ideas that I'm getting from this. I shouldn't say this because, like, you know, apparently it kills the illusion, but I feel that if we do this, then you will be making like a certain kind of impression. Oh, alright, friends, all take it easy. Hey man, Candy, hope you're doing well. Is this like everyone from the fucking RuneScape Discord? Jesus Christ. You guys are too kind. Hi. Yeah, it's good to see you, man, Candy. I'm gonna go for a quick smoke, come back, and we're gonna, do a little mix along. If there are, you know, Warm, are you around? Anyone who's like, you know, production oriented or anything like that, let me know and we'll do it. If not, then we can leave that for another time. And yeah, we'll have some fun with it. I enjoyed this one. This one was a fun one to do. Like this boom bap comparison from the before and after of like before what it was to. That was a fun activity. I'm low-key saving this one because I know I'm gonna enjoy listening to this part. So you sent the track by email. That's alright, Verity, let's take a look at your track. Download. Oh, it's just one wave file. I thought it was gonna be stems. No. Okay. Downloading. Alright, I'll be back in a short second. Yeah, you did. But you sent it ages... I asked for it like ages ago. This songs here. No, I'll get to all of them. All right, let's take a look. Check. All right. All right, because it's gating. I'm gonna adjust that on coming through. Take a look at absence. Has it turned? There we go. Needs a track off its own, doesn't it? Okay. Put it down. This is Absent by Verite Ape. Yeah, see? Okay. Alright, here we go. Things just sound better when they're in my door, don't they? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, let's take a look at it from songwriting. Yeah, you gotta start them both at the same time. Even if they end differently, starting your harmonies much bigger. You know, you. Your vocal could be boosted around here, like in your fundamental. Gotta make sure you do that.
Watch you play your games for just one chance. You look my way, then talk to me. All I wanted was
Nice. I like it when they work together.
the absence of a father affects me more than you would know. And now you're gone. You're gone.
Give it a little bit of brightness.
Much wasted time.
This clicks, we can fix that other time.
Where were you when I needed a father?
You're doing a call and response type of thing, but the response needs to be slightly different, right? So you have like a, you know, let's say for example, you. Of your existence. Nice, like resonant, almost like a type of filter. You have like a. You know what I mean? Like the next one, have it filtered so it sounds like it's in the back. I'll play that back again. Just listen to the vocal, not the instrumental. Right? It's gonna get.
Checked out, noticed how I waited for you. How I waited, how I waited. Had so many dreams
Okay.
that included you. Thought we'd have time again. Will you be present? You'd look my way.
Vocal needs to be up, right?
Talk to me.
Alright, we're still in core.
Wanted was your attention.
Yeah, you could just unmute. You see that? You see that? You see that? This is what I'm talking about. Like, you have that little hissing in your microphone, right? And it just cuts, right?
Yeah.
Shh, and it cuts. See? Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would say your vocals, they should have the fundamental, well, like, nice low. Which for you is around 370 hertz, I think. And then lowering that region for the piano. I think I sent you a new loop. Did you get to play with it? Like put it in?
That's it's right there. I added it to the one that I sent you that you're looking at right now. That's the copy.
Okay. So let's see the before and after.
Yeah.
Right? I think this was the before.
Remember that dance we had at Chick-fil-A. Watched you play your games
Right, listening to the piano.
for just one chance. The times I sat on your
That's a lot muddier, isn't it?
watched you play your
Yeah.
watched you
Over here, it's not as muddy. And if you do want some nice low end and things, good to use another instrument. Or maybe even like a root of a piano. So for example, what's the BPM of?
120.
Alright, 20. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place a piano down with like the root. See if that makes. I'll just place like a stock piano.
You might think the piano at the end is kind of rough. I tried to fix it though. It's a different loop.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna put this. For one.
do you remember?
Okay, cool.
Do you remember that dance we had?
And we just move this one over. Just
At Chick-fil-A.
okay. Bring this up just so we can hear it.
Dance we had at Chick-fil-A.
Alright.
For daughters
Now.
and dads.
The reason why I stole this high up is because I want to see the note that is harder to tell one note.
At Chick-fil-A. At Chick-fil-A.
You know? And now we can match the reverb to fit the song. That's a good separate. High rooms. Then basically add a little bit, bring a little bit of contrast. I know there's gonna be certain frequencies that's gonna clash with. Know what frequency? All right, take it easy, Jaldre. Ram.
Take care. Have
Yeah,
a
bro.
good night.
Drama. But we want those low
I feel
frequencies.
like it does add some depth.
Could even like that's a little. We get like those low frequency as unaffected as possible, because want that bass to come.
See, I love how your EQ is so easy to like fiddle with.
I
Not.
can do this on any EQ. I'll use like a stock one from it. All right.
I just use the one that uses Reaper.
Yeah. I mean, Reaper's. I mean, I wonder if I have the re. No, I only have the compressor recomp, but I don't have the H-Req. There we go.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. Make it larger at least.
Yeah, if you can drag it. Like if you go by the corner
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
and you can make it bigger than.
Not work.
I don't know why it's not letting you.
Okay.
It
All right.
lets me do it. If we drag to the side. It's so weird.
I know. Okay.
It's so weird.
A disable song. I think I can just start by removing. Add another. Start from the beginning. So, oh, never haven't used this one. All right.
Or,
Okay.
let me show you the one that.
So, what we can do. This one's a shelf. We don't need that. We'll just do a notch. Oh no, not a notch. They call it. Okay, they call it a band. All right. So, if I play this back, we can see where the fundamentals kind of are. It's around just below 100. So over here, past 120, I don't want to affect it too much. I'm gonna see if there's a way to this that we can keep sharp. So we keep that region as untouched as possible. I wish there's a way to okay, it shows the phase. Oh freaking I forgot about how. Alright, add band. You can just add another one. And this way we're not really interfering with a lot of the other. This. Alright, why did we do this? Because, well, because I know those frequency areas, they're gonna be mixed up with a lot of other things.
At Chick-fil-A for daughters and dads. What about the times
You can make space over here.
your bed? Watch you play your games for just one chance.
Obviously, doing the same freaking note again and again gets repetitive. Even I would find that hella tedious. But what I would do is basically lower the volume so the average of it.
At Chick-fil-A for daughters and dads. What about the times
You see? I've just like lowered it so the average over time feels like it's that much of a note. But if we had dong 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 on every single fucking bar for like 32 measures, that's gonna be so tedious, right? So you wanna lower the gain. Sorry?
I was saying, yeah, it would be too much.
Yeah. Having it subtle is better than nothing. We just lower the gain so that the average of the duration gives enough energy.
at Chick-fil-A?
That's a bit obnoxious. We dip it.
For just one chance.
Or if you want, I'm just using 2 notes, but you can do other stuff like this too. Like you can add like little variations, you know, like that's just somewhat of a mixing. Sorry, did you want to
Yeah.
say something earlier? Completely.
Earlier I was just saying that I can see how like that would add a bit more depth to it. And then like if you notice like the way I do the dynamic of a song in general, it's kind of like you're telling a story, right? There's some parts that go up and then there's some parts that go down. And so like I try to have like a bit of that dramatic effect, you know, because it builds up and it builds up and it crescendos and then it drops, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. You're kind of having like a lot of layering, and the beat is kind of holding its 10 4 minutes straight. And what you're doing is trying to make it so the vocals standing on top, the strings that come in and things like that. Building and building and building to like a massive resolve is having some minor conclusions and resolves that. It's not that instrument. This is the building.
This is the crescendo.
Yeah, over here I'm imagining like
Lost in your pain.
over here I was imagining a little bit of where is it? I don't know. Like a little bit of a.
I was on the edge of
Okay.
your
But I would say the building started with the first guitar loop, like all the way back then, where it was just the piano, the vocals, and then the first guitar. Like, that's what I mean by building. Like, I'll add one instrument, then I'll add another one, and, like, they're getting kind of louder as you go.
Okay, it's like ever since the first guitar. Do you have some swells?
The first guitar it happens after the piano starts. So, like, when the word starts and the piano, it's gonna happen after the first, like, I don't know what to call it, the first loop of the piano, and
Okay,
then the first guitar starts.
I believe that your bars long. Start around.
For daughters and dads, what about the times I sat on your
You hear the guitar right
Yeah.
there? Like, it's really quiet, but it's
watched you play
already
Yeah.
there.
Very quiet.
for just one
Yeah, it gets
chance.
louder.
You looked my way, then talked to me. All I wanted was your
Yeah, it's so quiet. I can't even hear it. I mean, I can hear it if I
Yeah,
really
I need
focus.
to increase the volume.
I'd say it
You're
needs to.
right, yeah.
I'd say it needs to live in a different area, maybe in like a higher region. Because when you're building hype, like the higher frequencies are filling in. Right? Like, oh, there's something built in.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say this is, like, the lower, like, the first part, like, if you're on a roller coaster, right, and you just started up the hill, that's what that guitar is for me, and then
Mm.
by the time the next instrument is added, then you're, like, starting to get higher.
Oh, I see. Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's see. Oh, I see.
Well, I guess for
Well,
the other song that I
let's see.
submitted, since we're probably not gonna get it today, I can send you stems for it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's what I was like,
and that one's more fun.
absolute. I mean, I guess for now, where we're at, next week, I'm hoping that we can track as well. What was it like? I'm gonna turn that down. That's
So dance to that though.
Skype went pretty crazy with it.
Pretty fun though. I really
Yeah,
like it.
yeah. Well, I mean, okay. Yeah, definitely take a look at like I know you want pretty that I would say that first to start off with like crazy, relatively as simple possibly, and in fact, like let's even be insulting here. Make it like those cheap, corny, stupid pop that's out there that sounds really bland, right? And that's not creative enough, or whatever. Like go as freaking typical, stereotypical, possibly. Make it as clean and simple and dumb as possible. No creativity whatsoever. Just pure hygiene. Like clinically. Try that. After that, we can think about how to, add a bit of grit. Because the next step, oh, you want to make this a bit have more bit more depth and have a little bit of resonance, heaviness at the low end. Well, we can find a way to um
Mhm.
I mean by that is sometimes pianos like yeah. Um Sometimes adding your own pianos, doing your own MIDI of might be gets you Let's try something real quick. I'm gonna. I have this loop over here that you. I'm gonna see what happens if I send it to Ableton. Add it to me. That's gonna be. Okay, it's breaking apart, but it's a good foundation. Like,
Yeah.
line it up. What key is this in? A minor. What you can do is just put minor, highlight scale. If anything that's one note.
Yeah, it's definitely adding extra notes for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really blame it. It's pretty whack, but but you know, it'll. All right, it's getting better. Possible. Whatever. So yeah, little by little, we already done like 75% of it. We just have to do this last bar and get it sound. Then again, you play piano, don't you? You could pick this up really quickly. You will know what notes.
I mean, I'm self-taught, and yeah, it's different. Maybe.
I think you could. I think that you know it's in A minor, and you know that in A minor, there's look at the circle.
I
Or
have
you
to
can
teach
even
myself chords.
fair enough. Well, I mean, chords aren't that complex. I mean, I tell you what, pretty easy. So, so we have over here. Let's say we have A minor. We know that in the A minor scale we have, right? These are the notes in the A minor scale. Same way in C major, you have a bit like this. FL Studio has a so right click to C major. You've heard that before, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you know that. Now we have also A minor. I mean A major, which is like, right? Now we have A minor. These are the notes in A minor. Let me first get rid of that reverb. Pretty not necessary. Easy. Now, what you can see is basically just you can use these like highlights, be able to tell like, okay, everything inside of these highlights is in the A minor scale, right? So, here's how you do chords, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have like different, like have a 5, 4, 3 progression, 1, 5, whatever type of progression, right? In those things. For example, in that it says A minor, right? It says IVs. 1 minor. Why? A minor and G. Whatever. So basically within this, if you want an A minor scale, I mean, if you want an A minor chord, you look at the A minor scale, you go 1, 3, 5, right? Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the chord, it's 1, 3. And this works anywhere, by the way. 1, 3, and 5 is like any chord in the A minor scale. 1, 3, and 5. What's the next chord in the call it A minor scale? It would be a B, which would be 1, 3, and 5. Next one would be a 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3. You can see the pattern, right?
Mhm.
So all of these chords that I'm writing down are all within the key A minor. So if I like, what do you call it? Play 1, 3, 5 anywhere on the A minor scale, they're all gonna sound good. You know? So yeah, you can do this. So if you know the A minor scale, let's do a simpler one. If we do like go with C major, all right, and we have now what chords work well in C major? 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes again. 1, 3, 5. You see the 1, 3, 5s that I'm doing, right? Like, as in the like from that note that.
Yeah.
All it is. So what we can do, let's do an easier view, right? So if I go into fold, scale, we will only see the notes off the C major scale, right? So in that scale, we go 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5. So we can do this anywhere. In fact, a lot of people when they're making music, like beat makers, they just copy this thing and put it anywhere. So they'll just paste this and just do random shit. I don't even know what this
Huh.
is. Do it like that. Inversion. Loop that. Obviously, this is a trash ass progression, but you can definitely make it a lot more. All of these notes work together, so you can go. In fact, let's do one better, right? You can do it like this. If I go. Right, so we have this little melody. Simple melody, right? What chords would go well on that? Who the fuck cares? We just have to do Control C, Control V. 1, 3, and 5. Right? See? And
Yeah.
another thing we can do, take these bottom ones, the bottom one's called the root, and duplicate it so now we have them at the bottom. So we have like a. Right?
Yeah, you've definitely given me a lot to think about.
But the point is, if you vaguely understand this, at least like 50%, like at least 30%,
I
you
do.
go, oh, perfect. Then you know that like this would not be something that, well, I don't need to learn theory. Like I'm, I just go by vibe. I mean, come on, like you can spend 20 minutes going by a little bit of theory. This is good to like, you're jamming with. and they really want to crutch on other people thing of being like, hey, yeah, we're just playing in A minor right now. We're jamming to like the kind of thing. Just jamming on the A minor pentatonic. And then the other person's gonna be like, yeah, definitely, let's hop on, right? As opposed to, I don't know what chords I'm playing right now. But these sound, can you like figure it out for me? You know? So
Yeah.
yeah, so definitely take a look at like one scale. You know all of them. You know, like that's all the you can count up from 1 or you can count up from 7. You know, but you just have to go 8 numbers. Like that's it. You don't have to do the whole half, whole half, whole half fucking book. Even I get confused by that. I'm not gonna lie, that shit confuses me. In fact, all I do is just look up the notes of a certain scale. I'm not even kidding you. I'll sometimes just be like, okay, well, notes of A minor scale, if I really need to. I look at over here, A, B, C, D, F, G, A. Alright, cool. Notes of C sharp minor scale. C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Alright, now that I know this, I'm gonna do nothing but fuck around with these notes. I'm gonna forget about every other note to exist. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a quiz, alright? What is the E chord? Like, what notes are in the E chord for the C sharp minor scale?
Hold on, let me look it up because it's so small on your
I'll-
thing for me.
I'll
Okay, now I can see it. So what was the question?
what are the notes for the
You said 1, 3, 5. So it's gonna be E, G sharp, and B.
fucking win? Yeah, that's it. Easy, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, after tonight, you can go back on your piano, look up like a random scale, and then like just play those notes on your piano, going back and forth. You know, just C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, and just keep going up and down, up and down, up and down. And you're like, all right, well, let's turn all of these. Now that you know all the notes, turn them into. And there you go. Now you know how to play in that. Simples.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
1, 3, and 5. That's all it is. And in the future, not to complicate things, that is all you really need to know. After that, you can like add 1, 3, 5, and then 7. You can add like another. If you want to make things a little sexier, you get. No, that's 7. So you're going 1, 3, 5, 7. And then you can do even. What do you think the next one would be?
9.
Yeah. You're
Or
getting
you
the
could
pattern.
do like a -3, or you could do a -3. And
You
whatever.
actually could do a -3, but it's not as complicated as that sounds. -3 would basically just be like this, but like, let's see what this sounds like first. So, you know, it sounds like something, right? It's still in key, right? And you can just keep on augmenting and adding more things to it. And it's so easy to do. Same with A. Let
Sorry. You
me
said,
know.
yeah, I'll do that. Sorry, you said augmenting, and I'm like, oh, RuneScape.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Uh,
you have like, you know, let's say your tier 9 team 11 and up, right? And that's the base, that's the key, that's the scale, right? That's the fundamental like the foundation of chords. And then on top of that you're augmenting, you're adding maybe like a, you know, add 7 or like a 7 perk on there, right? Which is adding the 7th note on there. You have 1, 3, 5, which is your standard stuff, right? 1, 3, and 5, and then you get the 7 perk. Basically, just adds a 7 to on top of it. And if you want to add another perk onto it, because you have 2 gizmo slots, don't you? You can add another one, which is a 9. Is right? It's basically invention. It's a skill in a game, yeah.
That's
With your foundation, and eventually you're gonna realize that the 1 and have such a strong. It is like you've seen all those TV couples and like how they all get along, or have like you're like, oh, these guys, oh, I ship them so hard. Yeah, well, strongest couple in the world. Those two magnet to out of key.
soulmates.
7 semitones. Yeah, absolutely. Because here's the thing. If we take a look at this note. I mean, this is a little. You don't need to remember anything. Like seriously, please don't remember this. Like too much. But a little fun
the
thing
cool
about
thing
it.
is I can just play it back on YouTube and hear it again. You know.
That's true. You see, when we play this note, what do you think this is? This is a C, isn't it?
Oh gosh.
So if we do this, you can see the note. This frequency is 131 hertz, 132 roughly, 131, and that is a C. That the fundamental is a C. Piano. Well, what about this note here? That's also a C. How about this note here? That's a G.
They're all. Oh, never mind.
That's a G. And a G is how many semitones from a thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5. On that one note, you have like a little bit crazy, huh?
Yeah, I have to like relearn everything. Like I used to know all this stuff from chorus. I used to be able to read sheet music. I knew where the C is on a piano. I still know where a C is on the piano, but I don't know what any of the other notes are called on the piano. I just play and compose.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta
definitely give it a
nitty-gritty
shot.
stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for tonight's stream. I think it's been do more call streams and see get some do lessons live. You know, that'd be pretty. But in the meantime,
Heck
thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hopping on. Have a good time. Oh wait, I wasn't even streaming the right. Ah, that's fine. Yeah. Take it easy, Barry.
You too. Bye.
Alrighty, folks. That's pretty much it. So, if there's anyone here with any questions, we'll go over any final things, and give it a little bit. See how it goes. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight's stream for me, and honestly, I actually never really have like an idea of how to end these, so this is gonna